Welcome my friends, this is Ramesh Sharma here and we are watching HTML, CSS, JavaScript responsive website series. So this is the part 7th of this series. So as we now created our 3 pages here. So first page is home page, then portfolio, and after that about section. Now our pending page is just contact us section. So today we will create this our contact us section. So and after that from next videos we will start creating our website responsive. So first video will be of website responsive as homepage. We will make our homepage as responsive, and after that we will make our portfolio page responsive, then we will make our about page responsive, then after that we will create our contact us page responsive. So about page and contact us page will take one video, and for home and portfolio I will create two separate videos. So first of all, let's complete our this core module website here, website core module here. So that that will be completed by completing our contact section. So we will be having our website. So now then there will be only one task to make our website responsive. So let's go to our coding section, and there let's create contact us.html file and its CSS files. So we will now code this our contact us section here. So this is original here, so we will create this contact us section and we will join it here also. We will create here as previously in the previous video we created our this about us section here. So let's go to our coding section and let's get started. So now we are in our coding section here. So this is our about us.html page. So and this is for about.css. So we will take this reference because as we only want to change our this banner info only. So banner info only we want to change, and we want to change this our CSS as contact us.css. Other we want this won't be for our navigation bar, and this we want our for footer, and this we want for our menu drawer, and this is for our font or sublink that we already want. So there is a main here, under that there is a banner here. So it is a navigation bar that we want originally because navigation bar is same for all. So that's why I created a separate CSS for that. So if you don't know about that, then you can watch my previous videos. I will give the video link in the I will give the link in the video description. So you can watch that first, then please come here. Then there is our menu drawer. So menu drawer we also want because menu drawer is at every point. See that here there is menu drawer in the about page, in the portfolio page. When I will go to our portfolio page, so in the portfolio page there is also our, see that here this is our navigation bar. So this is our whole navigation bar. So navigation bar is there, so that's why menu drawer is also there, and after that footer is also there. See that this is our footer here, so footer is also here. So that's why we want it in contact section also. So we will copy this code here. So after that we will just change only banner our, this banner we will just change here. So this is our footer, so footer we also want, and this navigation.js. So navigation.js is used for this here. So when I will click here, so this functioning opening of our menu drawer, closing of our menu drawer, that is done by our navigation.js here. So if you don't know, you can watch my menu drawer video for this. So in this series, so let's first of all create here one page. So that will be contact.html. So contact.html is here. So let's move it here. So here is contact.html, and let's create one CSS file for for contact page, that is contact.css. So our contact.css is also created. Now here from the CSS, we want till banner here, because till banner it will be same here. So because see that this is our import statement, this import statement is used for our Google font here. So because we want font here, so that's why we have to apply this, we have to import this font in all CSS. So in all CSS files, and this for this star means for all operator. So all operator there will be margin 0, padding 0, and box size in border box, and font family will be Poppins, means for all divisions there will be this property will applied here. And there is a division with class name. So as we have name, so that's we want here. As we have banner also, so we want also CSS for banner. We just have to change our banner info. We just have to change our banner info. So at last the whole code will we don't want. So we don't want, we only want this common code, that is still our banner here. So let's copy this in contact section here, save it. So let's close about.css. we don't want about.css now. So let's copy this whole code. So copy this and paste it in contact.html here. So here we want footer now, we want footer. So but we don't want banner info, so I will remove here from banner info. So I will just remove banner info here. So after that we want menu drawer, and also we want navigation bar. So now let's move in the CSS. So CSS we want our this font awesome, as well as we want menu drawer and footer CSS, navigation bar CSS. But here I want about contact.css instead of about.css. See that here is our contact.css. So here I will write, that is our contact.css. See that here double dot means see that here we are under the pages here. So but our CSS file is under the CSS folder, which is outside the pages folder. So for that here double dot means we are going outside this page folder, and after getting outside from the page folder, slash CSS means we are using our CSS, means we are getting under the CSS folder, and under the CSS folder we are taking our contacts.css file. So this is just a basic here. So now here in the about.html we want to change one thing. So here we have to contact.html. See that here in the contact.html here. So now we have contact.html page. So we applied hrefs to about us page to move to index.contact.html page. Same we want for our portfolio here. So where is our this? So here in the portfolio this will be contact.html. So because our portfolio and about.html is in the same folder, so that's why we only want contact.html only. So when we will change this to our index.apply this to our index.html. So but in the index.html we have to write here, we have to connect our contactors page also now. So that's why we will apply pages here, because index.html is outside the pages folder. So and our contact.html is inside the pages folder. So that's why first of all we will navigate to the pages folder. We have to navigate the pages folder, and after that we have to select our contact.html. So now we connected our contact.html with other pages also. So now we don't want about.html here. So here as we are in the contact.html, so as we are in the contact.html, this is our contact.html page here. So here we want active class for our contact.html only. We don't want active class for other here, like about.html we don't want, because we are not in the about space. So class active will be to our contact.html page. So let's move here and let's first of all refresh it, and after that let's move to our contact page. See that here is our contact page here. But see that this is not looking good. Our banner has no height as 100 VH. So let's go to our contact.css, and here we don't want this dot main dot banner. Height is equals to 100 VH. Why it is not applied here? So we will see there why it is not applying here. So as we are in the contact.html, see that it is also having class as active here. So let's move further and let's apply this move to our contact page. We will apply this our contact us page here. So let's do this thing and apply a form here. So let's create a form here. So here will be of banner info. So we will create our banner info here, banner form, that will be below the menu draw and will be above the footer here. So here we will create a division of banner form here. So banner form is created here. So now let's create a form here. So here first of all we want our h1 here. So h1 will be contact us. Now we want one form here. So here will be our form. So form, till now we don't want any action here. So after that in the form there will be our form group here. So first form group. So this under the first form group. So we are considering a form group as this. This will be So this will be our first form group, and this will be our second form group, and this will be our third form group, like we do in the Bootstrap. Same like that, but we will apply our custom CSS. So in the first form group we need two here. So first will be name and second will be email here. So here let's create. So first of all let's create input. So here will be input type is equals to text and name is equals to name here, and let's move to placeholder. So placeholder is equals to name. So let's copy this, and here we want our email here. So here will be email and name will be also email here. So now we created our first here. So see that here our first is created here. So we are getting this like that because there is our display flexes here. So we're getting like this because there is a display flex here. So main there is a banner here. So see that our footer is I think under the banner, so that's why we are getting like that. So our this is banner div. So we want one div to close here. Now we will get the same result because our banner div I think it is deleted, so that's why it is happening here. See that now we are getting correct answer. So see that here our footer is in the main but it is outside the banner. So it must be outside the banner. I was not having one div as closed div here, so that's why I was getting error here. So it was not error but browser giving the wrong result. So see that here is our contactor section is now here. So let's move further and create our this one another form. So another form here will be our only one text here. So one form group, there will be, that will be subject here. So here we will write subject here. So now here I want text area. So text area. So text area, we don't want rows, column. We will set rows and columns also. So we don't want ID also here. So here will be placeholder. Enter your message. So here name will be our subject message. Now we want one form group. So that form group, here will be our button here. Submit here. So here submit, so its value will be send, save it, and now let's see here. So whenever I reload this, see that I'm getting this here, so that we want. So let's apply CSS here now. So here will be our banner form. So here will be dot main dot banner, and under the banner there is our banner form here. So first of all, its position will be relative here, and height we want as 80%, and let its width be 60%. So let's see it first. Whenever we reload this, 80% height is very big. That height will be 50%. 50%, I think it will be good. Yeah. Now height 50% is good here. So let's apply text and display flex here. So display flex, but we want flex direction. But we want flex direction as column here. So why we want flex direction column here? So when we will apply flex direction as direction is means display as flex here, so its by default will be direction will be row here. So but we don't want rows, so there will be only one row here. So we don't want one row, so we want columns here. So that's why we need like that. So we need like display flex as column here. So see that when I will remove this display flex direction column here, see that we will getting this like this, but we don't want it like this. We want like this here. So contactors will be above and below will be our this one. So that's why I'm writing here flex direction column as, because we want only one column. We don't want multiple columns here. So that's why we are doing this. So and let it be align items as center here and justify content as center here. Only want align item center here. Yeah, now we are getting this correct result. So let's move further and let's compute our h1 tag here. So h1, its position relative here, and height take it as 3.5 rem, and font weight to 800, and let it be color has 017 bf5, that is our sky blue color. See that we are getting this, but height, so not height, it will be font size. Yeah, now see that we are getting good result. So here let's create this height as 60% here. So 60% I think will be good. Yeah, now 60% is looking good here. So let's apply padding here. So padding bottom, will be 20 pixel. Yeah, now it is looking good, very beautiful. So let's Now set up our form here. Let's style our form here now. So for that I will be copy this, and now I will target our form here. So form, its position will be relative and height will be 100%. We want height 100% here, and width we want 100% here. And let's use our form group. Form group, that is our under the form here. So this is our form group here. So like here, see that there is only, here is only one here, so here display flex will not affect, and here is only one text area, and here is also only one text area. So that's why there will be no effect of our this one, our display flex. So but we want here as a display flex, so that's why, because we will be making our input as 100%, so that's why we need display flex here. So this will not make any effect to these, because there is only one element in the this group here. So in the form group, so first of all let's position relative here, and height will be 40 pixel and width will be 100%. And we want also margin here. For margin from top and bottom, so margin from top and bottom will be, make it as 10 pixel, and from left and right it will be 0 1, and we want as display flex here. So save it, reload it, see that now we are getting like that. So now let's move further. So now we having a display flex here. Now let's set our input here. So we will set our text area afterwards. So for input we want first position as relative here, and we want height as 100%. So height 100% will be set to according to our width as so not width as 100%, height as 40% of our form group, because our input is under the form group, so that's why. And width we want as 100%. So as we are having display flex, so it will set its width automatically. So when I reload this, see that we are getting like that, but there is no space. So for space, let's do one thing. So for space here we will do one thing, like margin top and bottom we don't want top and bottom will be 0, and left and right we want that it be 10 pixel. 10 pixel I think it is very big, let it be 5 pixel. Yeah, see that now it is looking good. Now it is looking good, but it is not having padding, so let's apply padding also. So padding will be 10 pixel and 15 pixel, 10 pixel from top and bottom and 15 pixel from left and right. See that now we are getting very good example here. Wow, it is looking so beautiful. Now let's set our this input, this one and this one also. So first of all let's set our text area. So text area will be same. So text area, so text area will be same here. So its padding will be same, its margin will be 0 and 5 pixel, and what we want its height. So here form group, so form group, let's apply one more class here. In the form group we will apply text area, so we will apply text area class here. So save this. So form group also having text area class, so its height will be big here. Copy this. So its height will be, let it be 200 pixel. So I think 200 pixel will be more. Yeah, see that now our height is 200 pixel. It is looking good. See now that in this main banner input and form group and this one, this have same code, and we just change our this form group text area, but rest have this code. So we can combine this code and this code here, so to make our code more concise. For that I will be copy this and apply comma and paste it here, and I will remove this. So this will be having no effect. See that we are getting our result same. So let's move further, and here we will apply resize as none. So now we are not getting as resize. So now we completed our this form here. So now our this submit button is pending only. So let's apply this to our submit button also. I'm copying this input. Here we want type is equals to submit. So we will do like that also. So we are selecting our submit button by type here. So here position will be relative here. So first of all we don't want any border, so border we want 1 pixel solid. And let's move to our navigation bar.css, and here we want our green color. Copy this and paste it here. So and we want also color background with same color, and we want color as white here. Save it and let's see. When I will reload this, see that we are getting like that. So let's make its cursor as pointer here. So here will be cursor pointer and text shadow. So we want also text shadow. See that it is not looking, white color is not looking so good, so that's why we don't want text shadow here. Text shadow 0 pixel, 0 pixel, 2 pixel, RGBA 0, red 0, green 0, blue 0, and alpha we want 0.5. When I will reload this, now it is looking little good. So let's apply its font size. So font size will be 1.2 rem. So reload this. Now it is looking good, and let's apply its padding. So line height, we want line height also. So line height will be 1.2 rem. So set it to center here. So now we are getting this. So let make this background as little darker, so it will be clear for us. Copy this and paste it here. So when I will do this, see that now we are getting our good result. So let's apply here hover effect also. So I'm copying this. Here will be our hover effect. So we don't want this, we don't want this, just change it to little darker here. So I'm copying this and I'm pasting it here. So here we don't want any text shadow now, so let's make it little more darker, like here. Copy this and paste it here. So save it. Now let's see. See that when I will click here, see that now we are getting little darker here. So now our contactor section is also completed here. So I can move to here nature in the index.html. See that now our website is completed here. So we have just one pending thing now. So we have to create this website as responsive here. So from the next video we will start creating our website responsive. So it will take only 3 videos to make our website full responsive here. So we will start from our home page, then our portfolio page, and after that our contact us and about us page. So for today this is enough. At last, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. If you have any queries, please comment in comment section. I will definitely respond to it. At last, thanks for watching. Please share and like and subscribe this video.